Welcome once again to Solve Wounds channel. Today we'll be talking about bed sores. What are bed sores? There are a number of people that have bed sores for various reasons. Usually bed sores occur when somebody lies down in a particular position for a long period of time. When that happens, the person tends to have a wound at that site where he has been lying down for a long period of time. Now, when does this happen? Usually this happens to somebody who is just what you call bedridden, not moving around, or who for any reason has maybe have had an injury so that he does not have feelings to the leg, maybe a spinal cord injury, so he doesn't have feeling to the leg, so he doesn't know when to move and lies down in a particular position for a very long time. And people that use beds that are very, 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 very hard tend to have this. In some instances, if a person has been unconscious for any reason, either from diabetes or maybe had an accident that made the person unconscious, and the person has been put in a position for a long time, during that time of being unconscious or having what you call altered sensorium, it may develop a pressure or what you call a bed sore. Now, how can this be prevented? Usually, in the hospital, many of the nurses do know how to prevent this. They tend to turn the patients every 2 hours, and if you are staying with somebody who is more or less bedridden, the person needs to be turned regularly, usually a turning of every 2 hours. The person needs to have a form of, sometimes we use water bed to try and disperse the pressure. And there are also some beds called air fluidized beds, which tends to disperse that particular pressure. Must ensure that the person is eating very, very well, and also ensure that the beddings are not rumpled and there are no hard surfaces or hard spots on the beddings. Also, things like waste, passing of urine, passing of feces has to be well taken care of. There are people that have had maybe what you call spinal cord injury, are wheelchair bound. They should ensure that they have a form of cushion that they are sitting on while they are moving up and down, so that they do not develop wounds on that particular part of the body. Now, if they are developed wounds, what do you do? This is one case in which you really need specialist care, because the most important thing when it comes to bed sores is actually the prevention of bed sores. Once you know how to prevent it, it stops you from having multiple bed sores. If you are not working on that, what will happen is that as you are solving a problem, you have another bed sore. So the most important thing is prevent the bed sore. Then you need a specialist to take care of the wounds, to encourage the wounds to heal. Subscribe to the Solve Wounds channel to learn more about wounds.